Hello, this is a game that's been remade. Well, not exactly remade, but someone made it.
The faster they die, the faster I leave.
I'm not sure if they were from the original series. They did, but all of them are zombies.
The job's not done till they're all dead. We got her. This one's hot. Step on it, I dare you. Mine down, let him come. Yeah, this one's hot. Mine down, let him come.
I just got a little tired.
Mine down, let him come.
I don't know, because I didn't give you a chance. I feel get a kind of more.
This one's on the house. Step on it, I dare you. This one's on the house.
I'll do a little bit.
This one's on the house.
Well, I didn't see. I remember.
Mine down, let him come.
It's not beta, this is beta. I think they're working on certain things, like multiplayer PvP mode.
We got it, this one's hot. Mine down, let him come.
That wasn't a They're playing with other people.
This one's on the house.
Usually it's over. Usually it's not a whole bunch of people, but usually over people.
This one's on the house. Step on it, I dare you.
Everybody's in every mode, every.
This one's on the house. We got her, this one's hot.
I've gotten pretty hard for this stage. I got so much. I'm trying to get hurt.
This one's on the house. Mine down. Let him come.
We'll see you later. Cog. Maybe Cog. Good. Pretty sure good.
This one's on the house.
They're probably. I've already
Step on it. I dare you.
They're one of them.
This one's on the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of find it. So right now I'm trying to see like the characters and the myself and the characters.
Mine down. Let him come.
So I can test their skills and see what I find. Because I'm almost in game.
Step on it. I dare you.
The last second of the game.
Mine down. Let him come.
I'm almost to that point.
This one's on the house.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stream this for like an hour or two.
This one's on the house.
I didn't look at what like the best way to find something.
You got it. This one's
I
hot.
didn't look at the best way to pass
This one's on the house.
I didn't buy I bought like one weapon and I didn't need to buy like I was gonna buy every weapon anyway.
You got it. This one's hot.
At this moment, I believe that was horrible. I didn't need to do it. So this not
Mine down. Let him come. You got it. This one's hot. Step on it. I dare you.
So I looked it up and stuff. It's quite crazy.
Gotta carve through them like a Thanksgiving turkey.
The most, I saw like 2 videos, which I was kind of on the right path, but I did deviate from people. The first gun I got was this. This is the first gun I got, it's the boss gun. It's very cool. The damage and all that stuff. And then I was like, this is boss gun, like, no, I didn't. Kind of different, this is boss. So, well, what I heard someone say, the strat is get this gun, skip all the other guns, get this gun. Then you get this gun. And then, with this gun, with full. This is a lot of gear. And by then, you would have this much gear. Considering how much grinding you already did, you'll have around this. When I grinded for this, I had that much. Almost a maximum. And this was the gun I bought. So I was like, no, I shouldn't have bought this. this is slightly weaker. But before I go there, and then I'll be able to get this, I guess, next time. And it does do a lot of things. It does do a lot of things. But it shoots faster than, it does less damage, but it shoots faster than this weapon. It does less damage, but shoots faster than this. But this hits harder. This rocket hits harder. But that missile, that launcher shoots like, but this shoots like reload, pew, reload, pew, reload. So I guess technically it would do more damage because of the fire rate is faster. But per shot, it doesn't do that. I don't know what this, I didn't look up what this looks like maxed out. It looks likely it's probably 500 at least maxed out, because the max level was 2, so it's either 500 or a little bit more. And people already get that and then go straight to this. And then after you get that, get this, and then get this. Because apparently, the people who've been playing this game for over 2 years, that's how long it's been. I'm pretty sure it's been out longer. It's been over 2 years. It's the strongest game in the strongest gun in the game. And I think the reason they call them pro players, probably. Well, when you know this game, and I guess you kind of are opposing players, you got every game. I mean, every gun and every person, and you tried everything. You know, you got everything. I guess you would be considered pro player. Well, anyway, you just think the pro players don't let you play unless you got this. Unless you got this guy. I didn't look at this. Look at that. 41,000 per shot. And then I have 4 bullets, and I think it charges up, which times the damage 3 times, multiplied by so it doesn't double the damage, it's triple. And it's shot too. That's kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about charged weapons stuff. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to get this. In order to get this. And then I'll start farming all the other guns and see which skins are the good. Right now I have this. And this took me, I got this yesterday. This took me 3 days ago. And so I did everything except for I got this. This was a stamp. And then I went for this. I went for this and maxed it. This is this hit. And it was like, what was it? Damage output was worth, no, it was 15,000 something. It's, the frozen weapon was a tad lower when you max it out. It was 14,000 and something damage. This one, I was like, no, I think they're pretty much the same, but the one is slightly stronger. That's a boss weapon. But this, the laser pistol, you don't, you get it from a boss, but you don't get it from a boss, you get it from an you get it from a mission where you escort a survivor, and you get this pretty early without, like, what was the gun I used? You get it? At day 40, I got this one. I maxed it out, and I used this. This is such a good starting weapon, and it's only for the first boss. So literally the first hour of me damage game, I got this weapon, and then I maxed this out like the same day. And I was just mowing through the story missions, trying to unlock the character and unlock the weapons. I looked at this. I looked at this. This is still an explosion, so it does damage over time. The one thing that I don't like about it, I'm not sure if it's just a glitch because this is a beta. The full game. I mean, yeah, this is a thing. Alright. And what happens, it doesn't, when you shoot the bosses, it doesn't look like the bosses are poisoned all the time. Like, I can dump a whole mag, and I would say every 2 shots, and then the boss gets poisoned, and then stop. And then I shoot the boss twice again, and then it gets poisoned. So, it kind of like cuts on and off, but theoretically, it shouldn't cut on and off, because I'm constantly shooting. So that might be a glitch in the effects. But when I do it to the normal enemy, with the grunt, that doesn't. So it might be quick, or it might be designed only to last a couple seconds on the boss, but then you have to reapply, even if you do constantly shoot the boss. I maxed him out. This was my first character. First round. Kill him, without health, double kill, and I got his highest. It's so good, and it kills him 100 every kill. And he's a tank. This is a tank. Some people consider him as a team speedrunner, but he does do a decent amount of damage in his ability, but he's overall tank. Like the game rarely says adorable tank, performance high damage, up close. Just her, he's a tank, but he's slow. Here, I think he has like the third or fourth highest health in the team. Which I saw another tanky character that I had. I'm gonna be kind of crazy and stuff like that. There's speedy characters, and then there's like brawler characters who have more health than damage deals, and they're faster than tanks, and they do more damage than most tanks. I'm not sure if they do more damage, but yeah. So they're like brawlers, damage dealers, and then medics. Of course, supports already go from here. And wow, the medics, the healers. So yeah, I'm kind of fun for this. I want to be fun for this also, but I'm fun with this because you just level up too quickly.
A job's a job, as long as the pay's
I
good.
think I want to max I'm a paint painter. Afterwards, I might max them out because I just found my third first. It's increased headshot 20%. And then there's certain weapons like that high level weapon maybe that triples the damage already. And then when you're playing and you're shooting the weapon and you're hitting the enemy, you actually get a 50% damage increase if you keep hitting an enemy and you don't let the damage multiplier go down. So like this is a weapon that triples the damage with headshot. And it's a trunk that triples the damage too. You know, like, it doesn't, they want triple the damage. And then this 20% increase plus the 30% increase that every character gets. I'm excited! And so, I have him, and I have this medic, and then here's the other thing. From what I can tell, he has the highest health in the game. His health goes up to 6, no, 6,000. 6,000. Goes up to 6,000. And that's it. And then he got a turret, pushes back. The boss. It sounds good. So if you want to start using him, I'm a fan of his
What is it?
He stuns the enemy and he heals the. He deals damage and heals nearby allies. From what I can tell, he's the best healer in the game so far, or at least definitely top 2 healer in the game. So yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, he's a brawler. Pretty sure he's a...
AK's warmed up, let's make some noise.
I think he's a game.
I am the law.
No, never mind. I looked at him because
If polar bears couldn't get me,
more of a crowd.
neither can you.
So he's like a David Dillon that's more powerful. He's probably
You're lucky I'm in a good mood today.
Specifically described as a pretty brawler. So like
You pick me, you get muscle. Simple as that.
Damage dealer, so he's like a brawler too. You know. Tanky, but he deals damage.
I am the law.
A lot of people say, well, not a lot of people, but I heard he used damage. So if you're looking at his missiles, frankly, he does seem pretty advanced compared to some of the others. Like, not as consistent. A lot of people keep saying...
Who needs a nurse?
A lot of people keep saying he's dog. But it's like, this maxed out does so much damage, and then his perk point makes it to where he knocks over bosses. Like, every time I see someone play him, they be bullying the boss. They freaking knock the boss over with the dinosaur, and the boss goes flying in the air. Some people say, oh, it only hit them on the ground a little bit. No, every time I see it happen, the boss goes flying. I mean, maybe it glitched to where they barely knocked them over. Maybe. And on top of the damage, this is level 2. This does more than... I don't think there's a higher... I don't think there's no. I don't think there's an ability in the game that does more damage than this. And this is only level 2. This is level 2. I can played it once. Imagine what the damage looks like. And then a lot of people are like, oh, you gotta line it up. You kind of stay still for a second. Well, it's kind of a high risk, high reward because it does a lot of damage, but at the same time you can miss, and you only use it when you use it. You stand still for a second. And in games like this, a second can get you killed. But you gotta use it wisely, and you gotta line up the shot. Yeah, it's not that bad, but the way people are saying it. A lot of people are like, he's crazy, his ability is kind of awesome. But I don't like the setup, and I don't like that it goes in a straight line, and then it's not, it doesn't do splash damage, and blah blah blah. And it's like, I think you guys are just kind of crazy. Like, I haven't got him, and every time I see him, and see his ability in action, and see people play him, it works. We believe it. Especially when you put him on a team with the doctor, and then
AK's warmed up, let's make some noise.
blocking the boss so bad.
Leave it to me.
He pushes his turret, knocks back the boss, and like, you put all that together and you're still knocking the frick of the boss, and you're keeping the boss away from you, and it's so good. So, I don't know. I just started this game, and I'm seeing that some of this is, some of the stuff people saying is not entirely true, or they're missing out, or maybe it was because the update, because this game has updated a couple times. Maybe this was in the previous patches, but some of the stuff people are saying,
Locked and loaded.
not
Let's
really
shred them.
And then, like I was saying with this, I have heard no one talk about the poison pistol, but it's one of the easiest. It's one of the easiest to get out of the high level weapon. It does so much damage, and then it shreds enemies so fast. And then whatever. I mean, I do have the poison pistol. Well, not easy, but it's job done. No, I'm using the wrong weapon. Okay, we'll see in action. I'm not using my highest level gun. But I'm not using the protect. No, it's not just us two. No, I have faith. But I'm not playing my tank character, so I don't have faith. Okay.
Step on it, I dare you.
I didn't spot it.
Oh yeah, that mine lures in the bosses.
You got it, this one's hot.
Healer, I might need you, Healer. I might go down. I'm a damage dealer. And the trapper. There's only two types of. There's another person who's a trapper. He's a medic and he's a.
That one looks at me weird.
I'm a distractor. Like I lure enemies with blow. There's another guy that's trapper. Like lure enemies. They have a dummy.
Mine down, let him go.
So he's gonna stay still.
Mine down, let him go.
The healer is also like gonna be here. The healer has a weak amount.
Turns on the house.
What? No, he died. No, okay. It's just if we go down, we go down.
Mine down, let him go.
I don't find. Better me than you. Sorry, Kane.
Step on it, I dare you.
This was. Well, I don't know what our healer was doing, but
Step
our
on it.
junior
Dare you.
did terrible. We should have waited for an extra person. And if I have my other gun,
This one's on the house.
like, I'm distracted. So we might win if I can keep this. If I keep, oh my god.
We got it. This one's hot.
I'm doing headshot things like crazy. I'm doing the most damage. Okay. No, I got hit in the back with a rocket launcher. 100%, I'm probably gonna be doing the most damage.
Get out of the
Look at
way!
my increased headshot. And look at that. For that 1 mil, over 1 mil. I did over 1 mil then. It's full. You lose some, you win some. Yeah, I did the most. No, I did the most damage. That was not a well put together team, but when you do have a well put together team, it's a lot easier than that. That's why I'm trying to max out. That's why I'm trying to max
If the
him out
price is right, I'm your
with
guy.
this. Does it increase his health? I want to give him more survivability, but then I also look at my tank and I was like, I can't survive longer. And I'm trying to do one. At the same time, I can survive a good deal with my tank in the turret. More efficiently than I think so. We're not going too long. Okay, let's farm. I'm gonna use him to farm. He doesn't know. I do
Leave it to
need
me.
to level.
Nothing
Hang on a
is
minute.
impossible.
I don't necessarily. Let me look at. No, don't look at my password, guys. Look away. Okay. I haven't. Okay, what does this? Wait, what does this actually do? Wait, hold on. I gotta look up what does that perk do. I haven't looked up the doctor perk. Perk 10, I got a perk 10. Perk 30, I just popped a perk 30 perk. That's I forgot what song that's from. Yeah, they do got a wiki page, so you can look at some of the information. Some of the information they need to update because ever since some of the patches, they have changed how certain things cost, certain weapons, and they like decrease the price of certain weapons, which is nice. I'm glad they did. The doctor. You think you can take me down? That's what he said. He says it so he's like German, I think. And like he said, the way he says it is so funny. Look, you think you can take me down? And it's like, it's like I love it. Ability duration increased by 4 seconds, but ammo ammo is decreased by 40%. That's kind of nasty. I hate that. Why you gotta decrease the increase the duration by 4%? Okay, the other one, the black hole ability duration increased 3 seconds. It causes a large explosion that deals times 3 damage. At the cost of losing in health per use. So every time I use my ultimate, I lose 10%. I lose 10% of my health. This one is for the last upgrade. I lose 10% of my health. But during the ultimate, I will gain health because it heals and deals damage. So the last one seems more better because it deals damage. It deals more damage. And it heals me. It doesn't heal me more, but I will gain my health. But I gotta be careful because if I use this when I have low health, I might get got. And then
Affirmative.
his abilities. The brain. What is his curve? Your turret shoots faster with the duration is reduced by 2 seconds. Double your mag time, the speed penalty is doubled. Because there are certain weapons that make you slower, and so it's doubled, it increases. So that's like, if I have a minigun, it's going to decrease my speed, but it's going to double my speed to give me more ammo. More ammo in the clip before I reload. Which does sound nice. I think it's worth it. The turret, I kind of like the turret. The increase, make the turret shoot faster. So, you know, let me test
Leave it to me.
You can do it down. And 10% plus 10% base health. I think it increased my health when I clicked it. I think. They don't really go in depth with the description. They should. And be more clear on certain things. But that's just in the case. Sometimes I be trying to see if I can join certain people. But most of the time I do it by myself because I don't like waiting and waste time. Okay, you know. Waiting around waste time versus yeah.
Mission resumed. Fire!
So this is there's a 24 second later. This is a throw weapon. This is a I'm slow. I'm not running from way down.
Mission resumed.
The most health. Like, I'm running from all set.
Ready to go.
Because the more zombies I kill, the more I master the character.
Fire!
The more I master the character. It's focusing on my doesn't take that long. Actually, maybe even well, I want to say first ability, that's the one I'm really interested in. Is I want to say first ability.
Leave it to me.
Because I keep doing this. So this song, survival song is the most popular. So and master gives me a lot of money. And I think of and never additional resources.
Leave it to me.
Money in this game is a key feature here, especially when you're farming for gear, when you're farming for DNA, you have to farm for DNA, you get so much. When you fight with other people, you don't get enough
Mission resumed.
Money, and when you're a teenage crew, you don't really
Leave it to me.
All set.
It's weird. I got to play young, you know, with the weapons. Someone said that, you know, with explosions, headshots will multiply.
Leave it to me.
Honestly, I feel like it would be interesting to like if you do I guess it's fine because it's closer to the explosions look. So technically we don't
Mission resumed.
Shoot when I'm out. But yeah, I rested pretty long. Usually I don't. Usually, without my other tank character, I don't usually get to wave 24. With my tank character, the highest I gotten is 35. And with him, I got 35. With everybody else, I get like wave 20 if I'm lucky. Maybe 24. What's that? I've been calculating how much speeding is. And I think I need like maybe 100 more speeding. Yeah, I need 116 right here. 116. What should we do? I could go him and get 50 each. Or no. Sometimes with him, I don't get 50. I get 63 or 65 when I do it with him. Because how far I get. And at the same time, you hate them. Let me see how effective my max is.
Leave it to me.
Play it for me. Look away! Don't look at my password. Okay. See, this is my most used character. This is the guy I maxed out, and then Marco. Wait, I use Marco more than the Doctor, but after I got him, I used the Doctor. I barely used Marco. What are you talking about? I only used him. There, right. I did upgrade. I did use him to unlock his mastery at level 35 today. So that's probably what I'm gonna say. I barely used him. With him, I used him in so many boss battles. After I got this the main character you get default. I got the Doctor second, and I was using the Doctor so much that I was like, I'm not sure if I want to go back to my tank. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I do need a tanky character to start tanking the bosses more efficiently. So I maxed him out. And then I got him to mastery 100. I was like, ooh, his last perk is so cool. It's so good. Oh my god. It's exploded. Foster, come like yeah, I didn't get no. Yeah, I can keep using him because I do want to use his turret. So I can anyway I'll get more with my other tank. So, come on. I'm a Marine. Hey, we're starting. It's the Robot Man.
Mission 0. All set.
You look how slow I am compared to this damage build. I think he's the slowest character in the game.
Leave it to me, Target.
Even when you touch the weapons you carry, you usually carry with him. Plus his perk that increase your ammo, but it doubles the penalty for the weapons. I forgot to mention the explosion do more damage when you don't do a direct hit.
Mission 0.
And you hit their feet or hit below their feet. Maybe it's the hitbox that goes off twice when it hits the ground, and it probably, like hit the ground when they're hit extra shot plays.
Mission 0.
I think it counts that extra shot plays hit when you hit the ground. Just told him what to do next, so take how to you find yourself something.
Mission resumed.
And even if you are very precise, all the basics,
Ready to go. Fire! Leave it to me. Ready to go.
You died too. I lasted long. Barely. I lasted like 10%. 10% longer. No, make that.
Affirmative.
Let me see how far I got. Frick, I didn't get much. I didn't. Is it? Jeez. Damn, I feel. Maybe because of the case, but I feel like I definitely got further. No, it's maybe. Okay. Maybe because I didn't play by myself. Okay. Okay, let's see how far I get there. Alright. Let me just... Wait. Wait. No.
No shit resumed.
Fire! I know why they made them immune in their spawning, but I kind of wish they tried to just pop them in the brain and just pop them. Sometimes it ends up kind of glitching out.
Mission resumed.
And they're popping up at the ground. of another character that has a turret. There's like a baseball shooter. And it's pretty satisfying. I used to love playing.
Mission zero.
You got a baseball turret. And then
Fire!
and then it hits hard, and you can hear the hitting of the arm when you're upgrading with the baseball and the enemies and the boss. Yeah, that's how I was like, but my favorite character is Mike.
Ready to go.
Joel, which is the first character.
Fire!
I think I played the healer. But I wasn't interested in unlocking all the characters. That is cool too. I'm interested in the characters, but I'm more interested in the weapons. But I've got unlocked more characters and that's not good. I got 4 characters.
Ready to go. Fire!
Well, I shouldn't count the three that I unlocked.
Mission zero.
Even now, he's still You're getting dishonorably discharged from all your things. You can take these down.
Mission resumed. All set.
Get off me.
Mission resumed.
One thing that they make in the building is that you'll be considering you're saving up for if they didn't make it for I do miss the customers because the upgrade and you upgrade you can individually upgrade the flip side. Like you can pick which one you want to upgrade more efficiently. Okay, there's no way. You have to increase the clip size, which it automatically does that. And then you can, in some guns, you can increase the reload speed. And then, like, the fire rates. And some guns, all guns, you can increase the damage. But secondary ones was clip size, reload speed, our fire rate. In this game, they automatically, when you upgrade a gun, they automatically upgraded the stats for you. Whether it's like, I
Joe
love
Blow,
this,
ready to roll.
I love this gun, but I wish it had like better fire rate, and then like I would upgrade the fire rate and max that out, and then I'll like upgrade the damage and myself that, and then I'll like upgrade the reload speed and then the magazine capacity. But when you upgrade it only upgrades the damage and how much ammo you know, what other guns upgrades the damage, accuracy, and then it upgrades the magazine. It's like accuracy is cool, but I feel like reload speed or like rate of fire would be better in my opinion. But some of these things are OP, so I guess it's all right. It's still balanced. Okay, 5% I did it. That would be the case, and then the big one. Okay. You're looking at me. I want to know what it is.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I'll say like 2 more rounds. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tempted to just be a tank and have the most health. I think I want to be a tank. I want to be a tank. The damage dealer is all great. But even if I do max them out and make him some kind of survivability, I'm still gonna get
Ready to go. All set.
his health out, I might match his health.
Ready to go.
And then match the health of the other guy. Yeah, I do really use the increased headshot damage in the higher tier. Because, like I said, I won't be able to survive as long.
Fire!
Some people, I'm telling you, a lot of people in games, there are a lot of people, even all you have to do is get their attention. You hit a couple times, if there's a healer,
Leave it to me.
if there's a healer, you know, most likely you're gonna get killed like you have a secondary tank. Once you get low, you can rotate and let the other things compete while you go to health faster. You get out the way and make sure that you're going to continue
Ready to go.
and stuff like that. But people think that these common knowledge or basic things. People are doing a lot of people are different. Oh, the tank's almost dead? That's their fault. I'm a tank too, but I'm gonna stay back here.
Ready to go.
I'm gonna run away. Get the boss to the tank. I'm just gonna let the boss kill out later. I'm not gonna protect him.
Fire!
You know, the only person that can survive at least actually the only person that can kill me only giving up the they have the weakest health in the game because
Mission
I'm
zero.
pretty sure the bear killer actually have the weakest health in the game. The game videos have speed on it. The viewers are mostly they're faster. Yours are faster than the thing. Because they're slow enough to where they're getting down until you upgrade them. Sometimes you upgrade them.
Ready to go.
They're pretty slow to so you just talk.
All set. Mission zero.
Apparently there's a character that can parry, pretty much. He becomes immune for a couple of seconds, and people have been using it to parry, like the bosses, pretty much. Be like, oh, take no damage, haha, you miss. Take no damage. And that does Okay. I need food. I need guys. I need food. I need food. freaking pig. Are you doing that? Are you kidding me? He's got a full team. Yeah, man, we don't got a full team. Yeah, man, we don't got a full team. We had 2 healers and we had a... Okay. Then we have 3 healers. Okay. Now we're... Guys. I will protect you as much as I could. But I can't. Just keep moving. See what I'm talking about? Everybody get this weapon. And it's because of the meta. This is the meta to get to the fastest way. But in my opinion, I'm pretty sure the pistol is better, the poison pistol, because the poison pistol is just and every time ever since I maxed out the poison pistol, every time I am in a lobby with someone who has a different weapon, and they have this weapon, the rocket launcher, I always do the most damage. I always get MVP with the poison pistol. That thing is over time. It's loaded. Plus, it's literally like a shotgun laser pistol that keeps blowing right. So it's more effective up close, but you can still get your shots from the distance. I was saying in front of everybody. Do the quick ball. Leave it to me.
Ready to go. Ready to go. Mission resumed. Ready to go.
Actually, I got a video that I saved of me
Ready to go.
I was body blocking. So he wouldn't stop. I was literally every time.
Leave it to me.
The healer died. Healer! Somebody revive him!
Mission zero. Mission zero. Leave it to me.
Revive me! She's just healing herself. She's just healing herself. Are you gonna revive me? Please, healer! You got one revive. Pick me up! If the thing is saving you, you're gonna die. Okay, so it does 600 damage max now, which it does shoot fast. It does as much damage as... How much damage does it do? It does as much damage as... It's like other one. The other rocket launcher. It does as much damage as the base rocket launcher with the shark teeth on, but it shoots faster than it. It shoots like, as you saw. But it does less damage than like Hurricane. But the poison pistol fire, it hits 15,000 per hit, and then damage over time, and then it hits. Okay, here's the moment.
Leave it to me.
Do I be a tank? An absolute unit. Have the most health in the game. Okay.
A job's a job, as long as the pay is good.
I am kind of, I'm kind of torn. This is easy to max out. It only takes 400 from these to max out every ability. But surviving is more important than dealing damage. But this does last longer. So in a way, this is going to be giving him more survivability. You know what? I'll go with this. I think I'll go with it.
Leave it to me.
I'll go with this. Let's go. Okay. Yes, the power. The power to control the universe. The universe. It's spinning to the moon. Okay. And then this gives me 10% plus base health. Okay. So I'm beefied up. I'm beefy up the bottom. So I want to take this out in the field. Yeah, very fast. Yeah, 300 damage. So I want to save this. Let's do some farming. Some more farming. Shark? Don't mind if I do. Okay, then. I guess I do mind if I do. What about this guy? I haven't fought him yet. He should be strong enough, right? With a... How high a level is that rocket launcher? I don't know how effective that is. Okay. Okay. Are they the same person? Wait a minute. What? No, the one was the shadow. Shadow. No, the shadow's gone. Okay. Okay. Are these real people or fake people? It's weird because there's some people in lobbies, maybe it's a glitch, but they have this, and they're up all day, and they never start a match. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try. I should be good. I should be the tankiest person. I fought this guy once, and that was because somebody carried. Somebody had the highest weapon in the game, and he carried. They were like, hey, hold up.
Mission resumed. All set.
No, I didn't I didn't. Dang, they melted him faster than I thought. I didn't meet the damage requirement yet to get a piece of. I didn't meet the damage requirement to get the yeah. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? Hold up. Let's test it by myself and see how effective I am.
Leave it to me. All set.
Fuck it! Oh, this radiation rat. I can't stay still. I like you can destroy these things through there.
Ready to go.
I would use my turret.
Leave it to me.
I'm not doing enough damage. Oh my god. I'm not fast enough to dodge his attack. Maybe I should have invested in the other guy. Ow, I'm not fast enough. I'm doing good damage. I went over the park. I'm too slow.
I don't ask questions, I just take the shot.
could spawn on me.
Mine down, let him come. Mine down, let him come. You got her, this one's hot. Got it. This one's hot. Step on it, I dare you. We got her. This one's hot. This one's on the house. Mine down, let him come. This one's hot.
God damn it. Not one time. I got his health pretty low. You know, a tank character is not good for going up against them. Unless you got other people.
Affirmative.
You said rugby. Where are you? Okay, fine.
Fire!
Dang! Healer! Healer! Did decent damage. I did the second most. Nice. You say he's gonna carry? Really? Please carry me. Carry me. Carry me. I never fought this guy before, but carry me. I was hit. Are you gonna kick me again? Whatever. Someone to carry me. Someone there to... What are you talking about? You got the same weapon I do. And according to the pros, your weapon and my weapon is sufficient to fight this guy. We would meet the damage requirement. And I just left because obviously he didn't want me there, which was weird because it was just me and him. But you want you and a random and one other person, but you don't want to share the glory. You want to share the glory. I wasn't close enough. I wasn't fast enough. Which means because I did. with it.
Get out of the way!
I reckon this is gonna hurt a bit.
Fire!
Saddle up.
Gonna carve through him like a Thanksgiving turkey. Joe Blow, ready to roll.
Oh, we all got the same gun. Let's go. We got the guy with the max weapon. Let's go. We got this. I never fought this guy before. I hope I don't have to be speedy to fight him. This shitty dude.
Step on it.
Ready to go.
Step on it, I dare you.
What is that? Oh, he got me. He got me. He got me. Guys, he got me. He got him. He got me. Wait, I can't move. I'm not gonna reach the game. So we want.
Step on it, I dare you.
I almost reached the damage requirement. Damn it. Here's one. Oh, what is happening? I'm trying to click it. So you gotta destroy crystals and destroy. Some of his attacks aren't too bad, but that one that sucked you up in the air, I thought that was my teammates because that's what the doctor has. I got.
Locked and loaded. Let's shred them.
I need this. I need these pieces.
Ready to go. Fire!
Wow, what a loser. Private. Wow, he made a private. How he did that by the face? Come on. Hey. Maybe we can get this done. I can test my skills once more.
Subjects. Global saturation.
All set.
Initiated.
I'm screwed. He's gonna kill me because with his barrage. Yeah. Hello? I got 2 minutes. Someone's gonna get me up. Hi, hello, medic. Hello, medic. Someone's gonna get me up, please. I got flung in the air and I got shot with a whole arsenal, a missile barrage, a nuclear, yep. I got hit by that. I got hit by 4 of them. Like getting killed in the air. Like what the frick? How do you get out of that? I'm gonna have to look up if there's a way to get out of that. Because that was literally a one-shot. I have the most health in the game. How one shot. Guys, come on. Y'all don't revive me? Not even one? Come on. Yeah, I hope we both die. Even if we lose, I hope you... Yeah, there, so please. That's how I felt. Yeah. Yeah, imagine not reviving your strongest tank that got nuked like... Yeah, I got nuked like that. It doesn't feel great now, Tristan. Freaking bastard. I'll be doing. You want to talk about people don't know how to be a healer or a tank. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna protect my... I'm protecting my... I'm a healer. I'm not gonna heal my... I'm gonna heal my team maybe sometimes. But I'm definitely not gonna revive my team. Especially my strongest tank. The one with the most health in the freaking turn. I'm not gonna revive them. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Like, what the frick, dude? We could have won that one. Even one revive could have been an extra body. Like, that could have been an extra body thrown at the enemy. If I would have stayed in the fight, I definitely would have been, I would have done more damage to him. But, yeah, that was... How do you avoid that? I think I want to look up how to avoid that, because that was crazy. Your mom.
A job's a job, as long as the pay's good.
Oh yeah, they got these games. Got these games that you can play every day. Let me play this real quick. DNA.
Ready to go. All set.
I could have picked my other thing. If I die, I have to wait.
Mission zero. All set.
There we go. got so much health that didn't even heal me. A full med pack did
Mission
heal
zero.
me for.
Fire!
Hello? Hello?
All set.
Okay, okay, that was the daily. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter who I find next. I mean, it kind of does.
The way of the
I heard
ninja.
he's one of the fastest. So I might get him. Everybody, yeah, I'm gonna get 0. I heard he's the best.
I am ready.
I heard he's the best. Wait, he got to. Wait, 21 base speed?
I don't ask questions. I just take the shot.
He got 21 base speed?
The way of the sword.
Let me get him to level 5. Damn it, Are you kidding? How speed is it? Okay, let me upgrade this. I was gonna upgrade this twice. Oh my gosh, I'm so fast. Maybe people. Oh my gosh, no wonder why people pick him first. People pick him first, but I will say the base character who
You should have
like
trained
sure he's
harder.
pretty, but the base character.
Sayonara.
You can't hit what you can't touch.
Let's rock.
Immortal. Oh my god.
Sayonara.
I don't know how to time the ultimate right to basically do a parry.
Let's rock. Sayonara.
I am speed. That is so good. Even with the speed penalty, I think that is god tier. That's god tier speed. And plus, I'm pretty sure that pistol gives me 1 plus speed, so I had 22 speed.
I am ready. 신해.
People pick me first. These default speed was disgusting and dodging everything. I got nicked by a hit.
I will not fall.
But other than that, I'm golden. This is not. I think I can
My
beat
flame
this guy,
will never be
but I think it's
extinguished.
gonna take too long because this does not. I should have parried. Or if I get hit like that, I'm not paying attention. I gotta keep my distance.
For the crown.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, join up. Start. Start, please. Yo, City Hall. Yo, join up. Start, please.
I am ready. I will not fall. I am ready. I will die by the sword. I won't give up. A ninja never surrender. This is the end for you. This is the end for you. This is the end for you. 死ねえ。You should have trained harder. Don't hold back.
I am speedy. Oh, I'm dead. If I get I'm dead. I'm back to my place. Parry, I can do.
The way of the ninja.
Parry, I can do. Where's this bastard? I'm moving.
You should have trained harder.
Get back on. Okay. What's up? Where'd he go? This is a fun game. I love it. I got pretty far for having that low health. It's because of the speed. Even when my speed decreased by 3, I was still freaking. I see why people get him first, but at the same time, like I said, the main guy is so. He's so tanky, especially when you get his last ability. And then he heals himself. And do that damage outcome. It's so good.
I am ready.
But he's not bad. I do enjoy it. I have been enjoying it. Oh, I remember this. Someone told me about this. When I use my ultimate, I get back in a couple of seconds. I don't know what the last is. Probably makes my enemies bleed. Most likely, that's what it looks like when I hit them with my ultimate. It sounds good as well. So he gets faster. That's so nasty. This guy is kind of good with the speed, but if you sneeze on him, he's gone. It's over.
I don't ask questions. I just take the shot.
He's pretty goated too with the damage.
Affirmative.
Close, I need this. No, I don't need to be 0. I don't need to be 0. Why am I 0? I'm gonna get sneezed upon.
Affirmative.
I'm gonna be so fast, but I don't get sneezed upon. I hope they're still there. I hope I make it in time. Probably won't. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'm back, baby, with the Marine Corps. Back with the could be the doctor, because the doctor has okay survivability plus healing, and I could revive him. But I think being tanky at the moment. If being tanky don't work, I will go heal. I'm gonna try to get this all the weapon pieces so I can just farm and get this without upgrading my gun further. When I farm for gears, I'm gonna be farming the low level bosses anyway. It's more efficient, it's faster. They give you a decent amount on top of that. The higher ones give you slightly more, like maybe 30, but the lower tiers give you 25 plus average. I get hit by that. I get hit with the blast right here. Hey, don't worry, I'm okay. I got this fast and unlocked. And that's not fast.
Calculating trajectory.
trailer. I'm kind of crap. I took the bullet for you because whoever got captured would have got killed by that barrage. Pretty sure the medics got leave it to me. I'm glad that you're stunning him, but you should heal yourself before you're stunning. Okay. Come on, we did good.
Fire!
We made it out. We made it out alive somehow, guys. Oh, dang, look at this. 8. Frick. Oh, we did terrible compared to this medic. What the hey? What the hey, bro? Dang. That medic was putting in work. Feeling that damn off. Damn girl. That good old finger licking through damage. Frick Blaze, I need this. I need 3 pieces. I hate the higher level you get, the less chance it is for you to get through. The less chance it is for you to get through. Right, they're gone. Yeah. I do want to fight them. I'm not interested in getting this gun because if I don't get this, nobody's gonna. The pros are probably gonna kick me out and not let me get this. Okay, we got 2 healers, I think. Okay, we got 2 healers. Let's go. I guess I can distract them. I won't be able to do damage. So I got the most health. I can distract them.
Get out of the way!
Leave it to me. You can take me down. Okay. That's a nice distraction. That hurts.
Let's test your durability. You're not going anywhere.
Why is he talking fast? What is he saying? Don't have my TV up.
Let's test your durability. Let's test your durability. Let's test your durability.
I gotta get back.
Calculating trajectory. Fire. Energy output. Maximum. You can't hide from orbit. Calculating trajectory. Fire. Let's test your durability. Let's test your durability.
Please don't test my durability. It's good.
Energy output. Maximum. Energy output. Maximum. Engage runway sequence. You're not going anywhere. Engage runway sequence.
Terminator.
You're not going anywhere.
Give me a boost. It's good. They're not working.
Global
He's hiding
saturation
behind the chair.
initiated.
I'm trying to get him. So he just blocked me.
Energy output. Maximum. Energy output. Maximum. Energy output. Maximum. You're not going anywhere.
Fire!
Engage runway sequence. Calculating trajectory. Fire. Engage runway sequence.
No, I'm just trying to get through.
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, you test my durability, it's good. I'm surviving so far. Barely? So, Hillary, you kind of want to beam me?
Calculating trajectory. Fire. Energy output. Maximum.
Oh my god, that tickle. That beam kill? That tickle.
Reduce.
It's cool. He's gonna hit me! Okay, this is it. We got it. my wife. I love this show.
Oh, shit!
Somehow made it barely.
Let's test your durability. Calculating trajectory. Fire lockdown initiated.
I got people. No! Don't! The two minutes. Yeah, I might need to be a medic. If he can't, if he doesn't survive this, let me test your durability. How about no? I did the third most damage. Okay, I kind of want.
Nothing is impossible.
Okay, German. I think it. I do that. I know. Anyway.
What is it?
I was too slow. They probably went all without me. Too slow. They went on without me. Come on. Glitch it out. You think you can take me down? Wait, free carry? For real? Oh, free carry. Oh no. Free carry? Gosh, thank you. Hey. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Another one. I'm goated. It's over. I'm goated. Free carry. It's over. They both got the highest level weapon in the game. It's over. Call the ambulance. Somebody call the ambulance. Not for me.
Look, favor is the mold.
You got it. This one's hot. Step on it. There he is.
I don't know anything apart. See, I'm actually.
Step on it. There he
Okay.
Engaging enemy fire. This one's on the house. You got him. This one's hot. Got him. This one's hot.
God damn it, find me!
Look, favorite is
Get off me!
This one's on the house.
Who's getting...
Kill the thing. Kill the thing.
Free carry. No, stop! You're wasting your... Unless he is like almost gone. Maybe he would have to be a hair away from getting gone. Face down and become a character like that. No. Free carry, you say. I don't know what happened, but you got nuked. Okay, I need him back. I need my precious good boyfriend here. Follows order. I kind of want to beat this guy for fun. I technically don't need to get this weapon, but
Saddle up.
see that rat? My teammate just bulldozed me in that corner. He almost got me killed. He almost pushed me into the freaking end. Now I was trying to avoid.
Gunshot. Barricade.
Bro, he has his
Mission resumed.
Is everyone gone but you? What is part of the game? I'm not strong enough to I'm too slow, I'm barely dodging.
Fire!
kind of like that. I'm gonna have to farm for gear anyways. I want those 3 pieces. Those freaking 3 pieces.
Ready to go. Fire! Mission resumed. All set. They're up.
Good as always. Not always, but most of the time. Because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It's a chance for me to get those pistols. You're gay. Whoa! Look at it. You see his eyes? He's black. He's black.
Mission resumed. All set.
Don't know who to go to.
All set.
Come on, nothing like Sod will scare that.
All set.
Make way. Chainsaw Sprints.
All set.
Dance on your grave. Almost got MVP. Damn it. Dance on your grave. I can dig it. Can you dig it?
All set!
Oh, but your mom. I can have did that too early. My bad. Shoot him in the face.
Mine down, let him come. Step on it, I dare you.
He's so long. He's so long photo. There's no. It's narrow, but there's no room to go. It makes it easier to dodge things.
Mine down, let him come.
And you just go side to side. Kind of like if he was in a photo, he would side to side. If he was in a photo, he would side.
Ready to go. All set.
What's the trick off the actual indicate? Admit it. You like, hey, you like, get this thing. Know you're doing good at the minute, but get this thing. Still beat me. Barely.
They said I was overkill. I said thank you.
I could. I could. A little bit more extra damage is. You think you can take me down? I want that legend. I want that weapon that does 71 damage. But nobody wants to do that. I did it 3 times. Wait, I did it 3 or 4 times.
All set.
One fight. And I didn't get a single piece of Peter.
All set. Fire!
It's my righteous guilt. I use these to dodge it. I'm gonna die. You get it back. Wait.
Mission resumed.
I need to go. would have died if I don't. Damn, I could have got out. You think you can take me down? Look at this big brain doctor.
All set.
Accidentally killed my son. I know. While I was trying to, while I had a whole arm.
Mission zero.
Now I hate that fight. I hate that one man that used to be a fight. Fire! That's literally Dr. Giro's story. Dr. Giro. You know, it'd be funny if people could actually hear me in game this whole time talking. I'm like, who is he talking? Who is he talking to? But, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I was trying to make
Fire!
Ready to go.
All set.
Oh, you wanna jump?
Fire!
Okay.
Mission zero. All set. Leave it to me. Fire!
Stop, get him up. Never mind.
Fire!
After this, I think I'm gonna
Leave it to me.
win, baby.
Leave it to me.
Not collectively. Route, but this is collective play for this whole game. Zombie, beautiful. All set. So predictable. Fire! Oh, he slaps me in the eyes when he does that. Stick on your brains. My eyes are just a tad. These are weird. After this, because the person, I don't know, for some reason the boss I want to fight, nobody wants to fight him. The boss I need 3 pieces. He goes
Leave it to me.
All set.
Attention, the monster sounds like Kyle.
Fire!
Based on the damage I'm taking, I think it's very correct.
All set.
Mission resumed.
Fire! Mission resumed. Fire!
He's gonna pull out the laser to blind him. Okay. Dead man walking. Have fun doing the grinding. I need this. If I get this, and I farm these gears after I get the 3 pieces, I will be able to get this. And then I'll be able to go back to dumpster down. Yeah, those would be the only bosses I haven't really done. And then I'm gonna be OG. And then I'm gonna start helping out noobs that need help for fun. And I'm gonna be waiting for updates and new bosses, new weapons. Well, the future project.